Ah, the human condition. It's a spectacle, isn't it? Always reaching, always grasping for more, for better, for something shinier, as if their lives depend on finding that elusive next best thing. But here's the cruel joke. My friends, in their blind pursuit of what they think they deserve, they leave behind what they can never replace. And that's you, the deal of a lifetime, the jackpot they didn't even know they'd hit. But you see, in their arrogance, they dismissed it. You weren't loud enough, shiny enough, or perhaps just too much for them to handle. They didn't realize that you weren't just good, you were the best. Oh, but the best doesn't beg. The best doesn't chase. No, the best sits still, calm, collected, and watches as fools fumble their way out of greatness. They were too busy searching for something else to realize that what they had was unparalleled. It's tragic, really, watching them wander in circles, chasing phantoms while the real thing slips right through their fingers. But don't you pity them. Oh no. Let them search. Let them toil. Let them exhaust themselves in their futile hunt for better, only to discover, much too late, that they had already found perfection in you. They'll wake up one day, perhaps in the arms of someone else, and feel that hollow ache deep in their chest. You know the one. It's the ache of loss, the slow burn of regret. Because you were the dream they didn't dare to cherish. You were the once-in-a-lifetime deal they couldn't comprehend. And now, my friends, they're doomed to compare every fleeting connection, every empty conversation, every fleeting glance to the masterpiece they threw away. And isn't it deliciously ironic? They wanted more, yet they ended up with less. They wanted better, but now they're drowning in mediocrity. Because here's the truth, people like you don't come around often. You're a rarity, a gem that doesn't just shine but illuminates everything around you. But instead of being captivated by your brilliance, they looked away, too blind to see the light. And now they're stumbling in the dark, haunted by the shadow of what they lost. You see, they thought they were clever. They thought they could outwit the universe, bypass the natural order of things. But the universe has a wicked sense of humor, doesn't it? It has a way of balancing the scales. And now they're feeling the weight of that balance. Every door they knock on remains shut. Every person they meet falls short. Because how can anyone measure up to you? The answer is simple, they can't. It's almost comical to think about. They left you behind thinking the grass was greener elsewhere. But now they're stuck in a barren wasteland, clutching at weeds and pretending they're flowers. Let them. Let them live in that illusion, if only for a while. Because deep down they know. Oh, they know. They know they had something extraordinary and threw it away. And that knowledge, that's their punishment. Regret is a funny thing, isn't it? It doesn't strike all at once. No, it creeps in slowly, like a shadow at dusk, until it completely consumes you. They'll hear your name in passing, see your face in a crowded room, and feel that pang of what could have been. They'll replay the moments they shared with you, searching for where it all went wrong, not realizing the answer is staring them right in the face. It went wrong when they underestimated you. But you're not here for their regret, are you? No, you've moved on. You've built a life that doesn't include their empty promises and shallow affections. You've surrounded yourself with people who see your worth, who value your presence, who would never, ever take you for granted. And that, my friends, is the ultimate victory. While they're stuck in the past, you're thriving in the present, building a future that's brighter than they could ever imagine. And let's talk about their search for better. What is better anyway? A facade? A fleeting thrill? A momentary distraction from the emptiness they feel inside? Because that's all they're chasing now. They're not looking for someone like you, they're looking for a cure to the void you left behind. But here's the kicker, that void, it's permanent. You don't fill a chasm like that. You don't replace someone like you. They thought they were playing the game, but the joke's on them. You own the game. You make the rules. And the first rule is this: once you walk away, there's no coming back. They'll try, of course. Oh, they'll try. They'll send messages, make excuses, spin tales of how they've changed. But it won't matter, because you're not the same person they left behind. You've grown, evolved, transformed. And they're still stuck in their cycle of mistakes. So let them sit in their regret. Let them carry the weight of their choices. It's not your burden to bear. You offered them the world and they chose to turn away. That's on them. And the beauty of it all? You don't need their validation. You never did. Your worth isn't determined by their inability to see it. It stands on its own, shining brightly, untouchable, and undeniable. They'll tell themselves stories to ease the pain. They'll convince themselves they made the right choice. But late at night, when the world is quiet, the truth will come crashing down on them. They lost you. They lost the best thing that ever happened to them. And that realization, that's the kind of pain that doesn't go away. So hold your head high, my friends. Walk with the confidence of someone who knows their value. You're not here to be someone's consolation prize. You're the grand prize, the main event, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity they'll never get again. And while they're busy searching for what they'll never find, you'll be living your best life, free from their doubts, their games, their inadequacies. Ah, the story doesn't end there, does it? No, their regret festers, growing stronger with each passing day. Each laugh they hear, each fleeting moment of joy, is shadowed by the thought of you, the one who got away, the one they foolishly let slip through their fingers. It's poetic, really, how the very joy they sought elsewhere now eludes them entirely. They find themselves trapped in their own web, tangled in the threads of their poor decisions. And every failed attempt at moving on, it only brings them closer to the bitter truth. They'll scroll through their memories, relive the laughter, the warmth, the sheer brilliance of your presence, and they'll feel that pang of emptiness clawing at their insides. Oh, they'll try to ignore it. They'll try to drown it out with distractions, but the ghost of you lingers. Your absence is louder than any noise they could conjure. You see, people like them rarely understand value until it's gone. They confuse loyalty for convenience, kindness for weakness, and love for something disposable. But your absence, it taught them a lesson no lecture ever could. It showed them the depth of their own folly, the cost of their arrogance. You were never disposable, you were irreplaceable. And now they're left scrambling, trying to piece together a puzzle with missing pieces. They'll start to notice the difference in their relationships. How no one listens to them like you did, how no one sees through their facades or calls them out on their nonsense. They'll realize that every connection feels shallow, every interaction hollow. Because people like you, you're rare. You're the diamond in a sea of stones, the lighthouse in the storm. They'll miss that clarity, that stability, that unwavering presence. And oh, how it will sting. It's almost laughable, isn't it? Watching them search for a reflection of you in others, knowing they'll never find it. They'll seek out your voice in the laughter of strangers, your compassion in the eyes of acquaintances, and your strength in fleeting encounters. But all they'll find is emptiness, because you were one of a kind. You were their greatest blessing, and now you're their deepest regret. And the beauty of it all, you didn't have to lift a finger. You didn't need to lash out or make a scene. Your silence, your graceful exit spoke volumes. It was a mirror, showing them exactly who they are and what they lost. You didn't play their games, didn't stoop to their level. No, you walked away with dignity, leaving them to face the wreckage of their choices. And that, my friends, is power. But don't think for a second that their regret is your responsibility. It's not your job to soothe their wounds or alleviate their guilt. You're not here to be their redemption arc. They had their chance, and they blew it. Now, they must live with the consequences. Your silence isn't just a reaction, it's a boundary, a statement, a declaration of your worth. And it's a language they'll never fully understand.